All right, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about the top 5 cheapest whole life insurance companies for seniors in 2024. My name is Tim Schooker. I own Zusurance.com, where we help seniors and people in retirement find whole life insurance options to protect themselves and their family. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the top 5 cheapest life insurance companies that I know of, and I work with pretty much all of them. So let me break it down for you here. So obviously, with life insurance, the cheapest rate for you might not be the cheapest rate for someone else, and the cheapest rate for someone else might not be the cheapest rate for you, because it's all based on your age and health, right? So basically, certain situations are going to qualify you for different companies. Like if you have diabetes and COPD, you may be able to qualify for one company, but if you've had a heart attack, you may not be able to qualify for that company, but you may be able to qualify for this company. So these are just overall the cheapest companies that I've seen in general, from quoting hundreds of different people on a weekly, monthly basis, right? So the first company that I want to talk about here, and let me just write 5 cheapest life insurance companies, right? Again, this is just overall in general, these tend to be some of the cheapest options that I see, right? All right. So the first one we're going to talk about is a fan favorite for sure, and this is Mutual of Omaha, right? A lot of you guys are probably familiar with Mutual of Omaha. They did Animal or Wild Kingdom back in the day, right? Wild Kingdom. They're super popular for that. Everybody knows Mutual of Omaha. It's like the Indian was their old logo. Now they have the lion. Super, super big company. Really, really solid company. And they've been in business for quite a while, right? Mutual of Omaha was actually founded in 1909, so they've been around for a very long time. Done the Wild Kingdom, they've done a ton of different things. They're actually based in Nebraska, obviously Omaha. So they're based in Omaha, Nebraska. And ultimately, this is just a really, really solid company overall. Very, very competitive rates for people. And really, really good about paying out claims, great customer service. Overall, a really, really solid company in my opinion. So the first one is Mutual of Omaha. Now the next company is not quite as well known as Mutual of Omaha, but it's definitely just as good. And this is a company called SBLI, right? Savings Bank Life Insurance, right, is what this stands for. So SBLI is Savings Bank Life Insurance, right? So this is another company that consistently offers really, really great rates, and they're also really good about accepting people even if they have health conditions, right? So they consistently rank in like the lowest prices of all the companies we work with whenever we're quoting people and showing them different options. Mutual of Omaha and SBLI tend to really come towards the bottom when it comes to prices, right? So SBLI is another company that's been around for a very long time. They were founded in 1907, and they were actually founded by a Supreme Court judge, right? Interesting fact about an insurance company. Super interesting stuff here, right? Founded by a Supreme Court judge, right? Just going to throw in a fun fact for each of these companies so you guys can stay entertained here. Supreme Court judge, founded by a Supreme Court judge, right? So that's SBLI. They're based out of Massachusetts, and they tend to be one of our cheapest companies overall. They're also really, really good about paying claims out and paying claims out fast, right? So the next one I want to talk about here, we've already talked about Mutual of Omaha and SBLI. This next one is Transamerica, right? So if you've ever looked at Google the San Francisco skyline, they're the big building in San Francisco that kind of looks like a pyramid, right? Like it's the most recognizable building in San Francisco other than like the Golden Gate Bridge, and that's Transamerica, right? So they have actually been around since 1904, if you can believe that. 1904. All of these are super old, reliable companies that are really, really good about offering competitive rates, right? So Transamerica, founded in 1904. They have that big building in San Francisco. Some of you may have heard of them, some of you may have not. But they're another one of those companies that consistently really comes in like the lower price ranges when we quote our clients, right? Big building in San Fran. Right, so that's Transamerica, right? Transamerica is a really big company. They're really, really solid, great customer support, great rates, and they're also very fast about paying out claims as well. The next one I want to talk about here is one that a lot of you guys are probably super familiar with, but for a different reason other than life insurance, and that company is Aetna, right? Aetna also does Medicare Advantage plans. They're also a health insurance company, so maybe you've had work insurance through Aetna, different things through Aetna. And Aetna, they're actually owned by CVS, right? The pharmacy. So they're basically like a Fortune 5, Fortune 10 company, CVS is. They're massive. They have a ton of money that they can pay out claims and offer these great rates. And Aetna is another one that's also really, really good about approving people and also about being a very, very low-cost company, right? So as you guys can see, like the consistent trend is like these lower-cost companies. They're also super reliable. They've been in business for a long time. Aetna is owned by freaking CVS, which is one of the richest companies in America. They have all of this money that they can really back up to pay claims, right? So Aetna was, this will blow your guys' mind. This was founded in 1853, this insurance company, right? We think about like the biggest companies of today. You think about like Google and Apple and Facebook, but like these companies have been around for literal centuries, right? So Aetna, owned by CVS, founded in 1853, and they're a very big insurance company that does a lot of great work, and they also do health insurance and Medicare, right? So I'm sure you guys have heard of Aetna as well. And then the last one I want to talk about, the last one I want to talk about here, you probably have not heard of them, but they're another really, really solid company that's been around for a very long time and consistently comes in as one of the 5 cheapest life insurance companies, is Royal Neighbors of America, right? Royal Neighbors. So most likely you have not heard of this company unless you have purchased insurance before or looked at life insurance. But Royal Neighbors, they are really, really good about offering coverage for diabetics, right? So if you're diabetic, if you have like neuropathy or anything like that, Royal Neighbors is a really, really good option to look at for people with diabetics, especially with neuropathy, right? So they were actually founded in 1895. And they were one of the first insurance companies to offer coverage to women, right? So before Royal Neighbors came about, women could not buy life insurance, and they were one of the first companies to offer life insurance to women. So really, really cool fact. And they do a ton of like community service and different things like that. And they're one of my favorite companies to work with, actually. They're very quick about paying out claims. They're very fast about everything, and they have great customer service overall. So just to recap, the 5 cheapest life insurance companies in 2024, one of them is Mutual of Omaha. Again, this is in no particular order. These are just some of the best companies out there that we work with. Mutual of Omaha, SBLI, Aetna, Transamerica, Royal Neighbors. And these are all like big companies that have the money to back it up. Like, you're not going to have an issue with these companies paying out claims, and they also offer really great rates. So these are the 5 cheapest life insurance companies of 2024. If you want to apply for coverage with any of these companies, we can definitely help you out with that. Just go to Zusurance.com. That's Zusurance.com. The link is also in the description. We work with a bunch of big life insurance companies like these guys, as well as some other ones as well. And our goal is basically to match you and find you the cheapest, lowest possible rate you can get and find you the most amount of coverage for the cheapest price. We're also going to do our best to find you a day 1 benefit so you're not having to wait 2 years or have a waiting period with your coverage so that you can protect your family as soon as possible. So if you want to learn more about how you can find the most amount of coverage for the lowest price, hit the link in the description or go to Zusurance.com and we'll be happy to help you with that. Thank you so much for watching. If you have value from this video, please leave a like and hit the subscribe button down below for more, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.